Milwaukee just announced new tools.
So did Harbor Freight, Metabo HPT, Bosch, RYOBI, and more.
We've got snap ring pliers, counterfeit batteries, new impacts, massive plunge routers, fancy tool belts, portable bandsaws, and more.
Plus another platinum tool deal from Ohio Power Tool.
This is the Tool Show.
Welcome back, Tool fans. I'm Sarah, this is Rob, and before we start our tool news, we're going to Pipeline.
Yep, every year Milwaukee's Pipeline event is packed with literally dozens of new products from Big Red.
And as always, we're going to be broadcasting live.
So mark your calendar right now for Thursday, June 27th at noon Eastern Time.
Yep, Rob and I will be live on the floor of Pipeline, revealing every new tool and taking questions live.
Now, last year we were live for 3 full hours, and it was an absolute blast. And this year, we're going to have water with me.
It's probably a good plan. All right, we have an insane amount of tool news to get to from Milwaukee, RYOBI, Bosch, and Harbor Freight, but we're starting with Metabo HPT. Metabo HPT is expanding its multi-volt system with a few new 18 and 36 volt tools, starting with this, the 36 volt multi-volt 7¼ inch circular saw with torque boost technology, which Metabo HPT wants me to call the stud, but I don't want to. This new circular saw boasts even higher power and torque than its predecessor, as much as 40% higher torque. It has an industry-leading speed of 6,000 RPM, and the torque boost technology automatically switches the saw from high speed to high torque for tougher cuts or thicker wood. It has a 2 7/16 inch cutting depth, 55-degree bevel, and can make 770 crosscuts on a single 36 volt 4 amp hour battery. Maybe it is the stud. No, I still hate that. We'll have to test it out to see if it's worthy of that name. You can pick one up now for $189 bare.
Hey, Bosch has previously named their tools things like Hitman, Misfit, and even Goon with a giant fist on the end of it. Why not the stud? Metabo HPT also announced a new 36 volt multi-volt 12 inch dual bevel sliding miter saw with the same torque boost technology. This is the C3612 DRA-Q4, and I'm suddenly realizing why Sarah didn't mention the product number and the circular saw.
Exactly.
It claims a no-load speed of 4,000 RPM, features a 45-degree bevel, both left and right, and a miter range of 45 degrees to the left and 57 to the right. It has an exact cut shadow line, which we personally believe is the only way to do it, and it can make up to 230 cross cuts on a 4 amp hour battery. But of course, since it's a 36 volt multi-volt tool, it can also take advantage of their AC adapter. Thank you, Metabo HPT. The new C3612 DRA-Q4 is available now for $626 bare.
Fine, I'll do product numbers. Metabo HPT also launched the new 18 volt multi-volt low vibration oscillating multi-tool with Starlock.
Love Starlock.
Yes, we do. The CV18DAQ4 features a 6,000 to 20,000 OPM range and an oscillating angle of 3.6 degrees. And it's lightweight at only 2.6 pounds. And of course, thanks to Starlock, swapping out blades is a toolless, painless affair. You can pick one up now for $119 bare.
And finally, the Metabo HPT inflator, the UP18DAQ4. This 18-volt multi-volt cordless AC-DC dual-function air inflator has both a high pressure and a high volume function, so you can fill up your tire and inflate a small pool with the same tool. In high pressure mode, it can produce up to 160 psi, and in high volume, it'll kick out 15 CFM. It also has a powerful LED light and 6 accessories, including a 12-volt DC car adapter. You can get your own for only $129 bare.
Moving on to Bosch, who has several new tool announcements this week. This is the ProFactor 18-volt connected ready 3/4 inch impact wrench with friction ring and through hole. That's the honest to God title, people. It claims to deliver up to 1,180 foot-pounds of fastening torque and a crazy 1,620 foot-pounds of max breakaway torque. It has a brushless motor and drivetrain system designed to take advantage of the core 18-volt high-power batteries from Bosch. It has 3 speed settings: auto slowdown as you get closer to the workpiece, auto bolt release that stops rotation when the bolt comes loose, a joist hanger, LED light, and ergonomic grip. You can get one now for $329 bare.
Next up is the Bosch GCB 18V5N Professional 18-volt 5-inch deep cut bandsaw. It has an obvious 5-inch cutting capacity, brushless motor, LED work light, and a clever blade guard that allows tool-free blade changes. It also has an adjustable material guide, variable speed trigger and speed dial, and a hanging hook. They're available for pre-order right now for $349.
This is the GBL 18V 450N Professional Pro Factor 18-volt blower. It boasts 450 CFM at 123 miles per hour, has an airspeed control wheel, a lock-on trigger, ergonomic design, hanger slot for easy storage, and runs at a super low 64 decibels. It's available now for $219 bare.
Next is the Bosch GHO 18V26N Professional 18-volt brushless planer. It has a 3/32 planing depth, a 3¼ planing width, easy blade changes, brushless motor that delivers 13,600 RPM, improved dust management, uniform aluminum base plate for accurate cuts, on-tool blade storage, and a battery indicator light right on the rear of the tool. You can pre-order one for only $229 bare.
This is the Bosch GCA 3042K Professional Bluetooth Dust Control Auto Start System. This little guy attaches to the front of your Bosch VAC 090AH or VAC 140AH dust extractors, and then strap the remote to your favorite dust maker and it'll automatically turn on the vac whenever you turn on the tool. You can turn it on and off manually with the remote or let the remote detect vibration from the tool and turn it on itself. That means you can use it on any tool despite the brand. It's pretty clever. This Bluetooth solution is available in a kit with both the remote and receiver for pre-order at $189, and you can pick up an extra remote for $59.
Now, while you all finish writing down all those Bosch product numbers, I'm going to move on to Harbor Freight, who has two new tools for us this week. That is the Doyle 31.5-inch forged steel anvil lopper. It's designed to cut thicker and tougher branches with little effort, which just happens to be the exact amount of effort I have for that kind of work.
Or any kind of work, really.
Okay. Specifically, this lopper can cut up to 1½ inch diameter branches using its curved anvil cutting head. It has a lightweight aluminum handle and contoured cushion grips, and features a fully replaceable anvil and sharpenable blade. And it's even backed by a lifetime guarantee. It's available now for $44.99. They also announced a 31.5-inch forged steel bypass lopper as well that will also cut up to 1½ inches branches for $39.99.
Is sharpenable really a word?
According to Harbor Freight, it is.
Neat. I previously mentioned that we'll be in Milwaukee in just a couple of weeks for the huge pipeline event, but that's not stopping Milwaukee from announcing new tools this week. This is the updated M18 modular pipeline inspection system, now with the most advanced camera head to date. It features HDR, optimal LED output, and enhanced color accuracy and pitch sensing. The LEDs cast a uniform beam of light with 95% higher lumen output. Essentially, the view is higher res, higher color depth, higher dynamic range, all so you can see the crud in your pipes better. The new system is available with a 100-foot flexible line for $6,999, a 120-foot mid-stiff version for $7,999, a 200-foot mid-stiff for $8,999, a 200-foot stiff model for $9,999, and a 325-foot stiff version for $11,499. Those are kit prices. They can be found for less bare. They also have a 25mm camera head replacement kit for $1,499 and a 34mm version for $1,999. All of the new M18 modular pipeline inspection tools will launch in July. Looking down your pipes ain't cheap.
How is that not on a t-shirt?
What?
Milwaukee also announced a new M18 magnetic extendable boom light that delivers up to 2,500 lumens of true view high definition output, has 3 modes, and when paired with an XT 5.0 battery, it'll run for 12 hours on low. It has 2 articulating arms for providing a super long reach. It has 3 swivel points to deliver 900 degrees of vertical rotation and 890 degrees of horizontal rotation. Seriously, don't think about that too long. I have no idea how that works, and it gave me a headache trying to figure it out. It has a carrying handle that also acts as a release mechanism for the magnetic base and a protective storage boot for protecting sensitive surfaces. It's IP54 rated, so you can use it anywhere you need to work. It's launching in July for $279.
Not too long ago, RYOBI launched a unique Bluetooth speaker called the 18-volt OnePlus Verse Clamp speaker. Its distinguishing feature was the ability to daisy chain with up to 100 more and let you blast sound all the way down the street. Well, today they launched another Verse speaker. This time it's the RYOBI 18-volt 1 Plus Verse Link Stereo, and it's packed with features. It has a premium 50-watt subwoofer and 15-watt mid-range speakers. It features 4 different equalizer modes, including Hi-Fi, Bass Plus, and Treble Plus. It has up to 250-foot Bluetooth range and includes an FM radio with 10 customizable presets. It can run for over 12 hours with a 6-amp-hour battery, or you can just plug it in with an extension cord and play music forever.
Forever.
Okay, Psycho.
But best of all, you can daisy chain this with the Verse clamp speakers, up to 100 of them. And with up to 125 feet between speakers, it has me thinking, if I want to run to music, but I don't want to wear headphones, could I really daisy chain over 2 miles of these things and just play music everywhere I run? RYOBI, I think we need to find out. Call me.
I'm sure no one will steal any of those speakers either.
Not if they know it's good for them.
Hey, speaking of playing music without headphones, I want you to take a look at this. So those are the all-new DeWalt JobSite Pro Max Netband earphones with speakers.
What does that mean with speakers? All headphones have speakers.
Right, okay, so yes, it does have those earbuds. But if you don't want anything in your ears, you can just press that button on the front.
Speaker mode.
Okay, that's cool.
Right? Yeah, those things have up to 60 hours of runtime. They're IP65 rated, have call vibration alerts, and has built-in EQ modes for music, podcasts, movies, and enhanced bass.
I'm all about that bass.
Yeah, no trouble. Now, the old DeWalt neckband is still around for about $50, but these new versions with external speakers are available for around $70. So, would you guys wear something like this on the job site? I want to know in the comments.
Moving on to our favorite tool videos of the week, starting with Tim Johnson, who has Milwaukee's 9-piece snap ring set. Overall, he thinks they're pretty snappy.
Is that a good thing?
Yep.
Todd got a hold of the most authentic looking counterfeit batteries for DeWalt and Milwaukee that we've ever seen. And as it turns out, if you buy your batteries from eBay, there's a really good chance you have a fake. To ensure you don't get scammed, watch his video to know what to look for.
Torque Test Channel is continuing their month of crazy impact drivers with a very unique DeWalt that you won't want to miss.
Now, since Tools from Tools and Stuff survived his battery explosion last week, he was able to test a few plunge routers from Milwaukee, Makita, and Hikoki.
Mark Thomas Builder has a new handy-dandy tool belt from Perkins Brothers. The low profile and versatility are a must-have and maybe be exactly what you should be getting your dad for Father's Day, which is Sunday, by the way, in case you forgot. You're welcome.
I actually had no idea that the Perkins Brothers had their own gear. I'll have to check that out. Matt is adding the Makita track saw to his list of reviews and compares it directly to the ones he tested before. But which one does he recommend now? You have to go watch to find out.
Miller's Construction has the Flex Mini Portable Bandsaw and is using it to make a custom rebar railing for a client. This little guy is a beast. Speaking from experience, I didn't know that we needed one of these, but now that we have it, I will never give it up.
And finally, our buddy Drew over at Whitworks understands the struggle we all have with HSS. And it sets out to help us with a few tricks, including a router table design he built for only $3.88. Not that he recommends that you do that, but he does build it. He also designed a massively useful accessory for trim routers and is now selling it in a brilliant kit for building your own router table to help you overcome your own HSS. Don't know what that is? Drew will fill you in.
It's time again for our Platinum Tool Deal from Ohio Power Tool. This week you can save $50 off a $100 or more purchase of any in-stock pack-out item on the Ohio Power Tool website.
But remember, the code to save all that money will only work for the first 25 people who use it, so you need to act fast. The code you need is TS87564. Good luck.
I want to thank Ego, Flex, Tested HQ, and Ohio Power Tool for continuing to support our show and our community of tool fans.
Now, this weekend is Father's Day, so if you have a good one, make sure you tell him this weekend.
Or if you don't, you can just ignore him like I do.
Sarah!
I'm kidding. My dad's amazing, and I love you.
Why am I going to get in trouble for this somehow?
I don't know, because I'm his favorite.
Yeah. If your soul isn't midnight black like Sarah's, do something kind for a stranger this weekend, and we'll see you next week.